Hello friends, welcome. Our channel helps you know about various interesting things and facts. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you. Kodagu, also known by its former name Coorg, is an administrative district in the Karnataka state of India. Kodagu is located on the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats. It has a geographical area of 4,102 square kilometers. The district is bordered by Dakshina Kannada district to the northwest, Hassan district to the north, Mysore district to the east, Kasaragod district of Kerala in west and Kannur district of Kerala to the southwest, and Wayanad district of Kerala to the south. The district is divided into 5 administrative taluks. There are about 291 villages in Kodagu district. History of Kodagu. Kodagu's recorded history dates back to 9th and 10th century, which reveals that it was ruled by several kingdoms in southern India including Pandyas, Cholas, ending with the Hoysala rule in the 14th century, after which the Vijayanagar Empire took over. After the defeat of the Vijayanagar kingdom by the Deccan Sultans in 1565, the Nayaks started ruling Kodagu. After the fall of the Changavas, a prince from the Ikkeri or Bednoor family dressed as a Lingayat priest settled at Helleri, close to Madikeri. Gradually with time, he gained authority and power and created a base to be ruled by the Lingayat Rajas. As the Lingayats merged their power in Kodagu, they made Helleri their capital and established the Helleri dynasty, which ruled the region for 200 years. It was under the Helleri dynasty that Kodagu became an independent kingdom. Hyder Ali rose to power in Mysore during the 18th century and tried to capture Kodagu. Much later his son Tipu Sultan, in an attempt to fulfill his father's dream to seize Kodagu. Tipu Sultan first negotiated with the Coorgs, worked an amicable settlement and made them feel secure. But then a surprise attack was launched upon the kodavas, following which 500 were killed and over 40,000 kodavas fled to the woods and concealed themselves in the mountains. The Coorgs were defeated and a large number of them, including women and children, were taken captive. The territories seized were held down by garrisons in 4 forts. The captured kodavas were subjected to forcible conversions to Islam. With the help of the loyal subjects of Kodava in 1788, the prince managed to escape from captivity, defeated Tipu Sultan, and recovered Kodava. From 17th to 19th century, the Vodiyars ruled over Kodagu till the British took over in 1834. Dodda Veera Rajendra Vodiyar and the East India Company signed an agreement in 1790, whereby the latter would provide protection to the Kodavas from Tipu Sultan. In 1858, Colonel Fraser was appointed the first Chief Commissioner after the British government took over from the East Indian Company. Much later, a writer of the Gazetteer of Mysore and Coorg, Lewis Rice, traced the lineage up to 1834 when the East India Company overthrew the last Helleri king. After India's independence, in 1947, Coorg became a province, and in 1950 a state by name of Coorg State of Republic of India. In 1952 elections to the Coorg Legislative Assembly were held. In 1956, when India's state boundaries were reorganized along linguistic lines, it became a district of the then Mysore state. Mysore state later became the modern state of Karnataka, and the formal name of the district returned to the original Kodagu. According to the local language, Kodava means blessed by Mother Kaveri. Their Hutri festival, which is celebrated during the months of November to December, is unique as it marks the end of the rice planting tenure in September and commemorates the Kodava warrior tradition. Referred to as the Scotland of the East, Coorg is famous for its coffee plantation and pork pandi curry. Apart from the chicory-free coffee, Coorg is also known for spices such as black pepper and cardamom. What makes Coorg unique is that it is not yet connected by rail or air. The best time to visit Coorg is during the summer months between March and June. The best months are March and April, when the daytime temperatures are comfortably hot. The valleys are shrouded in a mist, and you can go trekking, cycling, or simply walking all about. Places to visit: Tadiandamol Peak. This highest peak in Kodagu, standing at an elevation of over 5,700 feet, is one of the most famous tourist attractions in Kodagu. The mountain is popular amongst trekking enthusiasts and nature lovers. Abbe Falls. Abbe is a part of river Kaveri, or Kaveri in Karnataka, that falls from an elevation of 70 feet, making an astounding natural scene for the shutterbugs to capture in the lenses. Trekking trails of Kodagu are littered around the falls region. Madikeri Fort. Madikeri Fort, also called Merkara Fort, is a fort in Madikeri, first built by Muddaraja in the second half of the 17th century. Muddaraja also built the palace within the fort. It was rebuilt and restructured in granite by Tipu Sultan, and the site was then renamed Jafrabad. Mallalli Falls. Located in the Pushpagiri Hills in the Western Ghats, Mallalli Falls is one of the most beautiful falls and are counted amongst the top Kodagu tourist places. Created by a 200 feet plunge in river Kumardhara before it carries on its route to the Arabian Sea, the waters of the falls crash into a huge gorge. It's a great experience listening for the sounds of crashing waters amidst the quiet of nature as one gets closer to the falls through the rugged 2-kilometer-long trail. Barapol River. Barapol is turbulent river originating from Kithu River, further extending to Brahmagiri Hills to the Arabian Sea. Whitewater rafting is one recreational activity that Barapole River is famous for. Iruppu Falls. Falling along the Brahmagiri mountain range of a tributary originating from river Kaveri. Iruppu Falls is also known as Lakshmana Tirtha Falls, and this is the hidden splendor of Kodagu, a very famous and picturesque spot. While on your route to Brahmagiri Peak. Raja's Seat. The place has a history of having the king of Kodagu to spend his time witnessing the scenic and panoramic vistas of the place. Raja's Seat is one of the best attractions in Kodagu to watch the majestic sunrise or the fiery sunset. Raja's Seat sets in a glorious garden of seasonal colorful flowers and musical fountain shows. There is also a toy train that runs through the garden. Namdroling Monastery by Lakape. The Namdroling Monastery, popularly referred to as the Golden Temple, is one of the largest Tibetan settlements in India. Located in Bailakape, about 5 kilometers from Kushalanagra in Kodagu district, the Golden Temple complex is home to about 16,000 refugees and 600 monks. Dubare Elephant Camp. The Dubare Elephant Camp is a project which is run together by the Forest Department and Jungle Lodges and Resorts Limited. There are naturalists who elucidate the biology, ecology, and the history of elephants to the visitors, and you can not only see them but even participate in the river bath and feeding. Brahmagiri Hill. Between Wayanad and Kannur districts, in Kerala in the north and the east and Kodagu in Karnataka in the south, lies the trekker's paradise Brahmagiri Hills, the highest peak in the sanctuary that covers an area of 181 km and derives its name from the Brahmagiri Hill. Chelvara Falls. Originating from the river Kaveri, Chelvara Falls are one of the most scenic falls in Kodagu, famous for their unique appearance. Also known as Mbepare, Tortoise Falls locally, the gushing columns of water crash down from a height of 150 feet on a huge tortoise-shaped rock, and it is best Kodagu sightseeing places. Pushpagiri Wildlife Sanctuary. Sprawled across an area of 102 km, this wildlife sanctuary is world famous for its sustainable approach to endangered bird species. Kumara Parvatha Hill. During the monsoon, pools of clouds hover over the hill of Kumara Parvatha. During winter, the entire hill takes the shades of orange and summers are hot. There are two trekking routes to reach the camping ground of Kumara Parvatha Hill, one being Sombupet, another Kukke Subramanya. Both the routes have plenty of waterfalls. Omkareshwara Temple. The temple is famous for its extremely unique architecture, that is a mix of Islamic and Gothic influences. This 18th century temple is an important religious pilgrimage site and amongst the most popular places to visit in Kodagu. The legend goes that it was constructed by King Lingajendra to repent for his violent deeds and holds a Shivlingam brought specially from Kashi. Nisargadhama. Nisargadhama is an unspoilt and naturally blessed island on the river Kaveri in Karnataka and one of the best Kodagu attractions. Honnamna Kere Lake. Located in the Dadmalte village, this is the largest lake in Kodagu, bestowed with stunning natural beauty and is one of the best places in Kodagu. This placid lake is surrounded by hills with thick vegetation, coffee plantations, and caves. Pushpagiri Hill. It is the second highest hill in Kodagu. Also known as Kumara Parvatha Hill, it is set at an altitude of 5,626 feet with the lovely Harangi River originating from its top. Harangi Dam. The dam is built against a small tributary of river Kaveri known as Harangu in the Hadgur village of Kodagu and is mostly a combined visit with Kaveri Nisargadhama, which is hardly 8 to 10 km from the dam. Harangi River originates from the Pushpagiri Hills and runs through 50 km of a distance before meeting the main river Kaveri. Mandalpatti. Mandalpatti is a mountain located at around 4,050 feet above sea level. It is situated in the luxuriant Pushpagiri Reserve Forest and is abundant with lush trails full of colorful birds, dragonflies, and butterflies. The hike is easy and the summiteers are welcomed by striking views of the forest, vast green plains, and the valleys. Kote Betta Hill. It is the third highest mountain peak and the best place in Kodagu for trekking as well as for sightseeing. It is situated at an altitude of 5,314 feet above sea level. A great pull for the tourists to Kote Betta Hill is the folklore believed by the locals that the Pandavas once lived here and one can still see the stone houses by them. The hill also offers exciting opportunities to hike. Tala Kaveri and Bhaga Mandala. Located around 44 km from Madikeri, Tala Kaveri is a popular sightseeing place in Kodagu. Believed to be the birthplace of river Kaveri, the place is considered to be sacred amongst locals. Makkala Gudi Betta. Makkala Gudi Betta has a breathtaking view and is one of the hidden gems in Kodagu, near Somawarpet. This is indeed a must-visit place. Dishes from Kodagu which one must try. Kadambuttu, steamed rice dumplings. The steamed rice dumpling called Kadambuttu is one of the most famous dishes in Kodagu cuisine. Kadambuttu are tiny white balls of buttery deliciousness that melt in your mouth. Kadambuttu is made with broken rice called Kadambuttu thari. Pandi curry, the emblematic dish of Kodagu cuisine. If there is a dish that is emblematic of Kodagu cuisine, it's the Kodava pork curry known locally as Pandi curry. The spicy and sour Pandi curry owes its signature taste to the locally grown pepper and kachampuli. Kachampuli is the concentrated extract of a fruit called panpulli, its scientific name, Garcinia gummigutta. This extract gives the Pandi curry its dark color and its signature sour taste. Paputtu, flat steamed rice and coconut cakes. Paputtu is another rice-based dish that shows the love that the kodavas have towards their staple crop. Paputtu is a steamed rice and coconut cake that is coated with a generous helping of coconut flakes. Noolputtu, steamed rice noodles. Noolputtu, also known as string hoppers, are fine rice noodles made from a steamed dough of fine-grained broken rice and water. The dough is passed through a special Noolputtu vara, a small tubular press mounted on a stand. A small plate is held underneath the press to catch the noodles. The plate is slowly turned around to ensure that the noodles have a nice circular shape. Akki otti, the breakfast staple in Kodagu. Akki otti is a simple unleavened flatbread made from leftover cooked rice and rice flour. The rice is mashed with some rice flour to make a smooth malleable dough. The dough is then divided and rolled out into thin circles. The thin akki otti is carefully cooked on both sides on a hot griddle. The otti is then cooked on an open flame till it puffs up and is speckled with brown dots. Put it on your plate and serve with some pandi curry or vegetable curry or kaipuli paji, also known as roasted bitter lime chutney. Seasonal dishes of Kodagu. Kakkada nyend curry, the prized mud crabs of monsoon. The kakkada nyend is a delicacy for the people of Kodagu during the cold and wet months of monsoon. Kakkada nyend are soft-shelled mud crabs found in the paddy fields during kakkada, the monsoon season. Bambale curry, the tender bamboo shoot curry of Kodagu cuisine. The monsoons in Kodagu brings with it another delicacy that the people wait all year for. Bambale, or tender bamboo shoots, are a favorite of the people of Kodagu. Kummu curry, the star of the Kodagu cuisine in monsoon, wild mushrooms. Kummu, as these wild mushrooms are called locally, dot the plantations and forests of Kodagu during the monsoon. There are several varieties of mushroom that grow here, and each of them is cherished and loved. The mushrooms are cleaned, rinsed well with water and boiled with a small amount of water till they are cooked. They are then turned into a curry with some spiced coconut paste, onions and garlic. The hot kummu curry tastes best with some fresh akki otti. Mange curry, the best of the summer produce in Kodagu. Come summertime, the people of Kodagu eagerly wait for kard mange, wild mangoes. The tiny yellow mangoes are flavor bombs full of sweet and sour pulp and juice. While the children try to sneak off with the mangoes, the women of Kodagu get busy making mange curry and storing the rest of the mangoes in brine. Noolputtu, steamed jackfruit cake. Noolputtu is a steamed cake made with jackfruit pulp or banana pulp and broken rice. The subtle cardamom-scented batter includes jackfruit or banana pulp, broken rice and coconut shavings. The batter is poured into banana leaves and steamed in a traditional saikla steamer. The cakes, which are quite similar to the Filipino suman, sticky rice cakes wrapped in banana leaves, are served warm with a spoonful of ghee. Kadambuttu, the dessert that pays homage to the humble banana. The sweet, heavy pudding of mashed bananas, cardamom-scented toasted rice powder, sesame seeds and coconut is a favorite dessert in Kodagu. Kadambuttu is an integral part of the Kodava festival, Puthari. Kodagu wine. There are over 32 varieties of pure Kodagu wine, with and without alcohol, and are unique in flavor and taste which the Karnataka state can be proud of. Some wines are tulsi wine, coffee wine, gooseberry wine, ginger wine, bitter leaf wine, grape wine, pungent chili locally known as Parangi Malu wine, and many more. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get more updates.